All right, guys. Today we're going to go over some unorthodox 4-point counters, okay? So, however we get into 4-point, go on the other side for me. We need to have some options from here. Whether I was in turtle and I built up, okay? Or whether I was just in referee's position and we're in a wrestling match and I stood up. See here? We need to have some options, okay? So, first option is going to be this reverse double leg, Russian double leg, or tabletop, as I like to call it. This is going to be when my partner's weight's a little bit more back, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inside leg. I'm going to step behind like a Kosoto action, okay? Now my far arm is going to hook behind the leg, and there's a couple ways I can finish this. The first one I'm going to show is just going to be where I grab both legs and I take him backwards, okay? Lightly. I take him back. And now I'm in top position, okay? So that's one way I can do this tabletop Russian double leg, okay? Like that. Now, another way, I step behind with my Kosoto. If I feel like my partner is hanging onto this really tight and he's really trying to get my hands to the mat, I can grab his ankle like an ankle pick sort of action, and I can start elevating it, okay? And a lot of times, this, when I shelf it, I can get his hands on the mat this way by going forward. I go here, and then now I get behind him, reversing the position. So that's another option. Now, this last one is probably my favorite way of finishing it, okay? I go behind with my Kosoto. Now, I'm wrapping around the leg. I'm going to hit a knee slide out this way, and I'm going to cut my elbow back, sort of like a switch type motion. So I post out, knee slide, and we still end up in this top position, okay? So, couple ways to hit it. Here, I step behind, wrapping both legs. I feel like he's coming forward from this position now, really bringing the weight down. I shelf his leg, bring his weight forward. Now I'm behind. Now third option, I step, hook, knee slide, and we're in top, okay? So,
Catcher Jiu-Jitsu, the B-Team Bulls. All the best merch in Jiu-Jitsu. Shop.
Gonna work there though. Saitiev now works on the head with a front headlock and an incredible move to take Ritter down. And he's set up for
suplex by Dorian Olivares. Oh, look at this!
all right, guys, so for this next counter, it's going to be cartwheeling out of this 4-point when my partner's sagging off in spiral ride. Now, the reason this works best is because when my partner's sagging off in the spiral ride, all of his weight's going forward. So when I take his post arm out, because I'm going to be trapping his post arm, and I cartwheel over, I'm taking him in the direction he was going, but further than where he initially intended, which allows me to reverse the position, okay? So I'm here in my 4-point. My partner locks his hands. He's sagging off, okay? Now, I'm trapping his arm, and I'm going to post on my forearm and my head. My hips open up towards him, and I cartwheel over, and we'll end up in this like reverse side control-esque position. Okay, I'm here. And now I'm in top, okay? So, the reason this works so well is because he's sagging on his waist, so I'm taking him further than he intended, okay? I can still hit this if his weight's back, but it's not going to be as effective sending him over, and a lot of times, it just will end up in me being in like a front headlock sort of position. So if we're here, and I trap it, and I really send this, and then we like reverse the position and scramble. I get the front headlock, but it's not as good as really solidifying a pin, okay? So another upper body grip he might work with is a spiral ride. Now, or a claw grip. So when he gets this claw grip, same thing as before. I trap it, and I'm going to hop over, okay? I'm coming down and hopping over. He's trapping, I go. I'm just like this, okay? Now, I won't tell you it's wrong to post on your hand when you do this cartwheel, but I will say it is safer if you post on your forearm. I know guys like Busavair, Saitiev, he likes to post on his hand. There's a little bit more of a risk though of potentially like hurting your arm, obviously, because it's fully extended. You could hurt it. So it's a way wider base if you use your forearm in your head. So,
Spiral right in as he goes over a minute now.
now, let's say you don't feel comfortable doing any of these moves. All reliable is always just going to be walking my hands to my feet, stepping up, splitting the hands, elbow cut back. Now I'm back neutral, okay? So you're not comfortable hitting the tabletop. You're not comfortable cartwheeling out. I walk my hands back to my feet. I stand up, immediately address the hands. I'm splitting the grips. I'm grabbing his top knuckle and his bottom knuckle, pulling apart. I go for my elbow cut back neutral, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy that video. Those are some unorthodox ways to deal with the 4-point position that I personally really like. If you guys know what you guys would like for me to cover next, please drop it in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe.